What's up guys, to another video, and today we are going to be looking at the new update for Rise of Nations. So basically, let me tell you what they've added. They have added taxation laws, so you can increase your tax for the sacrifice of your base stability. Over here in country, if you look over here, you have policies now. If you go to policies, they use they can basically upgrade like tax income or base stability, factory output, resource output, but it does use political power. But the thing is though, don't forget that it has maintenance. So if you go over to country and you look at political power, it says increase 1.6. Say I want to use the Welfare Act, plus 5 base stability, minus 5% income. If I use that now, let it just load. Wait, I need to wait for political power. Also, they added that all cities can now be upgraded to tier 8 and not only just tier 5. Okay, we've got 40 political power. If we use the Welfare Act now, it's active, but the political power maintenance is 0.61. So if we go over, instead of making 1.6, we are only making 0.9. But now we are plus 5 stability, so our goal for stability is 55%, but we don't make as much money for income. Thing is though, if you look on the rankings here, here's a really good way to shoot up in the rankings. Is you want to develop your cities. Every time you develop your cities, let me show you here. When you develop a city, increases the city tier by 1, so yeah, increases manpower and tax gain. It's really OP to have to develop your cities, especially when they're tier 8. Because one time I was India, the Meru Empire, I formed the Meru Empire. I took over all this land here, including Europe, South Africa, like over these countries here. And then I took over Brazil, and then I upgraded all my cities to tier 8 and increased my taxation law, had consumer goods, upgrade all my cities, grow rid of my army, and I managed to make 2.5 billion, not million, 2.5 billion a day. It's really OP if you develop your cities. It can do so much. So say what city's developing? I didn't have enough money to start off with, so Well, anyway, so it's 2 million now, so we'll wait for that to just shoot up, because it will. Okay, also stability is very like good when it comes to when it comes to rankings, because basically, what I really like to do in my spare time is I like to go India, and I like to get consumer goods. Because once you get consumer goods as India, being democratic and having consumer goods is OP. Because say you have like 100% stability, which is really hard to get, you'll get like 50% more tax income. So that means I'll be making 3 million instead of 2 million. But then you can increase that by developing your cities, and you could probably start making like 30 million. Let's say I was Germany or something like that. Because say my base stability right now was 60%, I'd probably overtaken Russia by now. Maybe even Mexico. It's just because having stability is just so good. Because it increases your manpower and everything. Okay, you can see my tax went up by 2.3 million. No, you can see I'm now making 300,000 more because of developing cities. So I'm just gonna form the German Reich, and I'm gonna show you like what it looks like. Oh no, I mean I'm gonna show you what happens when I form the German Reich and how powerful I'll be on the rankings because of stability. Let me try some country even though I don't have any money. Yeah, I get money. Before the reason to go to a Czech Republic. Oh, here's also a tactic I like to do. I declare war, Once I declare war on a country, I send my best troops to one city, and then I'll let these troops come over so they're no longer entrenched, which is a good tactic. So yeah. So look here, he got destroyed. Say I were to send troops over there, that I'll probably lose 20,000 or 30,000. So I can send that to attack Czech Republic. I'll send that to attack Czech Republic. Now look over here. If I start training this, it'll give him an upper hand. Look here, destroyed. Okay, now let's take over Austria. So you can look right now down the rankings. I'm only 9th. But as soon as I upgrade, I mean, as soon as I form the German Reich, I'll be way more powerful. Also, just saying, say you're like United Europe, owning the whole of Europe is just like really good because they start off with developed cities. Like Germany cities like start off tier 2 or tier 3. France's start off tier 2. United Kingdom starts off tier 2. Italy's start off tier 2. So that's why they make so much money. They're an economic powerhouse basically. They make so much money and it's just so good. See, because we developed our cities, we're now making more money. I just really like developing my cities. Okay, now let's check on the rankings. We've taken over Czech, so we're 9th. Yeah, we're going to negotiate terms. Yep, get that. And once we're done with Austria, you'll see me shoot up in the rankings. That's if I'm correct, because it should be the correct. Okay, yeah. So, I'm just gonna develop more of my cities, but it costs a lot to develop your cities in like Europe, because they're already quite a high tier. Because that's why they're in lots of money. Cause say like I was like, Tanzania or Democratic Republic of Congo, if I were to develop my cities, it'll be pretty cheap because they start off tier 1 cities, so yeah, it's pretty easy. Okay, now that I've taken this over, I can now form the German Reich. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now that I'm the German Reich has been formed. If I go over to country and I go to rankings, you should see, yeah, I've taken over Indonesia, but if I keep on developing my cities and if I keep on say I develop the cities in Austria and Czech Republic because they're only tier 1, then I should be able to get lots more money. The thing is though, it's really hard to get above these countries here in an actual public server because they're increasing as well. But say you just carry on doing this because having policies and developing cities, I think is really good because it actually gives smaller countries a chance to go up in the rankings and get more powerful. It's not whoever starts off as the most powerful country like USA, China or India will just be the most powerful throughout the whole game. Because one time when I was in a game, Iran, I had a player who was Iran. He didn't take over any countries, he just developed cities a lot and made lots of money. And by doing that, he got up to like 6th on the rankings or something. It was really powerful. So yeah, so like that's really useful. Let's see if we have developed our cities yet. No, not yet. But you could see when I was upgrading the Czech Republic and Austria's cities, it was quite cheap because they're both tier 1 to start off with. So, and you can tell stability. So it gives me a 10% tax income. I had like 2.5 million tax, so that helped a lot. Also, when you're doing technology, I do suggest to go down this path here. To do research straight away, just upgrade research to the max, and then you can work on economy, and then it's just so good. Because if you don't upgrade research straight away, you're gonna be waiting for a long time to increase your economy and stuff. Okay, let me go to your economic laws. Government spending, they have changed it, so you do get base stability when you spend more money. Rebel suppression 2 times, war exhaustion reduction by 0.004%, and you get more political power, meaning that you can have more policies. So say I go to economic laws and I decide to go maximum with my taxation for minus 25 base stability, you can now see my tax will shoot up. Yeah, now I'm basically making 5 million. But if you look over here, yeah, that's not good. I don't want a goal of 30% stability, because the one, I'll be in low stability and I'll lose tax income and I'll lose manpower increase. So that's why I say you like your Soviet Union or you're democratic and you have consumer goods, then yeah, go for it, because your consumer goods will fight that sacrifice of losing 25 base stability or 10. But it's also a really good way to get lots of base stability. Say like you're a country like Mexico, which earns most of its money through resources, you could sacrifice like half of your tax income for stability, and I think that's quite good. Because like say your Soviet Union, you could probably make a bunch of money by selling all your stuff, and then you could minus your tax income for stability, and it'll just be good. So yeah. Has my developing city? Yep. See, I'm making quite a lot of money now. It's just really good. So yeah. Hopefully this has what's called again, been a useful video so far. Also, I forgot to mention, but now instead of having to do 3 mines at a time, you can now select over all your cities, click buildings, and you can click mines. It's really expensive, but say you're like South Africa or Russia or Kazakhstan, which are both very rich with resources, and you click mines on them, you'll be very rich. Like, you'll basically be like very rich. And if you like research it in technology, so more durable equipment, so 20% more resource output, 25% is really powerful. Also down here, this is actually really helpful, because if you have problems with the oil and you're running out of oil, here you'll get more use out of oil, meaning you won't burn as much oil as fast. So say you're like USA or India and you can afford lots of tanks, but you don't want to buy like 50 tons of oil. You could just research your use of oil, minusing the amount of oil you actually use in the first place. Yeah, so also they've changed conscription laws, so everyone starts with the volunteer, not limited. Yeah. Also, I do suggest factions are good, but I wouldn't say that they're the best, because say a country declares war on a country that's in your faction, you might be in that war for quite a long time, and that could escalate to bigger countries to join in, and then your land could get taken over. Because that happened with me. I was France, Russia decided to push in, taking Belarus, Ukraine, Poland, Hungary, and Germany, and then it was just me, France. I had Belgium, Netherlands, and I had Scandinavia. But then Russia didn't actually declare war on me, he just joined a war on me, because over here I was in an alliance with Brazil. But then Argentina, who formed Qatar, declared war on Brazil, so that meant that I had to join the war, and I couldn't leave, because in factions you can't wipe peace now. And then Russia decided to join Argentina's side, and then I got crushed by Russia. I did hold back, because I made a line, but then I made a few mistakes by moving my troops and getting them out of entrench. So fair play Russia. So hopefully that did teach you more about technology and how to play Rise of Nations with the new update. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry for the short video, just, yeah, it's a tutorial. So, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!